a psychosocial recovery coach here at Raya Healthcare. My hobbies and interests range from anything video game wise, movies, music, video games and movies. I enjoy anything Pokemon. Pokemon's been with me since childhood, so I've brought that into adulthood with me. Studying psychology and in my fourth year, so I'm on that pathway to becoming a clinical psych. My work experience has been from early adulthood, working in hospitality, and then transitioning to the medical industry, working in various medical centres across Melbourne, most notably around the Bayside area, and also most previously in the mental health wards in a hospital. My day-to-day here at Raya Healthcare is pretty much doing check-ins once or twice a week with my participants and making sure that everything is up to date, from support workers to any resources that they might need, such as cleaning or respite care, just pretty much day-to-day assistance. And also looking for new and assistive technologies that could help achieve their goals within their NDIS plans. To make it more personalised for you, that's the approach that I prefer, as opposed to just hunting something down on Google and sending it across to you. Psychological aspects of an individual's life, ranging from mental illnesses and disorders and everything else in between. Social being the social aspects of the individual's life. Now that can range from family and friends to the environment that they live in, any communities that they engage with, that being churches or community centres. Recovery is just assisting someone on their pathway to recovery and healing, and making sure that every stepping stone that they do have is covered so that nothing slips through the cracks. Coaching is being right there beside you, not in front, not behind, right there beside you. I'll hold your hand if you want me to, but I'm there to guide you at the end of the day. Now, a highlight in my career has been not only graduating from my counselling and getting into my psychology degree, but also taking the initiative and get through a really difficult time. The previous night, I had spoken to her on the phone and with her mum, and they were just asking a series of questions, which is completely natural. New environment, you want to get all the information up front before you commit or come into a place that's unfamiliar to you. Picked up the phone and I went through a series of questions that they had. There was no question that was silly, even though, they started off the sentence that this might be a silly question. It's a popular question that we did get all the time. The day came, I noticed that there was a bit of an issue in the car park, just on the cameras that I had access to. So I kind of stuck my head out and approached slowly, but also keeping my distance, just to make sure that they were comfortable with me. Keep in mind that this was a time where COVID was at its height. I then realized that it was the lady who I spoke to the night before and her daughter. So once they recognized that it was Jack, they were put at ease and they could put a voice to the face and a name to the face and voice that they spoke to before. From there, I was able to get a little bit closer and help her stabilize her breathing and get her to a bit more of a calmer place. Listening to what her concerns were and not brushing them off as just, oh, that's normal. Even though they were normal, every case is different, every person is different, every person responds to responses differently. So I needed to adapt, I needed to adjust to what she needed in that time, in that moment. I then asked her what she needed right now. And I said, I can leave you and come back in 5 minutes, or you can tell me in your own time. We can just sit here in quiet if that's what it needs. I don't need to fill the room with words or noise. She then told me that she just wanted to go have lunch with her mum at her favourite place down the road, and then she might come back. I knew that this was going to be more than okay. I said to her, I only ask you one thing, if you can be back by a certain time, because I want to go home. From there, she was put at ease that there wasn't a time constraint. There wasn't all these pressures that she was thinking that there was. Helping them helps us help them. So that's what I did in that moment, and sure enough, they were back earlier than expected. Had a smile that was bigger than when she first arrived. If we were to work together, me as your recovery coach, I would be there every step of the way along your journey. I would support you in any way possible, working with your strengths, making sure that we develop that hope, develop that future, develop goals that are obtainable. If I call you and you're having a bad day, or you message me and you're having a bad day, I'm more than happy to listen to you. My time is not precious. It's all for you. I'm not going to be too busy to ignore your phone call or not to listen to you. I'm here to help you, assist you along the way.